All right. At this point, you guys, you know that if I don't like something, I usually just don't talk about it, right? Like, generally, sometimes I will, but it's pretty rare. For the most part, if I'm talking about something, it's because I really enjoyed it. And today is no exception because The Harder They Fall was an extremely fun film. Uh, I saw this. I saw the trailer on Netflix. Right. That's what I saw first. I didn't see this beforehand. I didn't know that it was coming out. Saw no news on it. But my son and I were flipping through Netflix, and I just saw the trailer, and I was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! Back up! I want to see this." Because when I saw a glimpse of this trailer, it gave me a bout of nostalgia, and I couldn't figure out why at first until I actually went and started watching the film, and I remembered what it was making me think of. It was something from my childhood. And it's a shame that there are so few black westerns that this is the first one that came to mind. Back in the early 90s, there was this predominantly black cast western called Posse. Had Mario Van Peebles in it, was directed by Mario Van Peebles, I believe. And now, I'm not saying that was a fantastic film or anything, because really, it's not that great. I remember liking it as a kid, but I rewatched it as an adult, and it was nothing special. But when I first got a glimpse of this, it took me back to my childhood in that film, and I was like, oh, shit. So I was interested in it. So, it piqued my interest right away. And then when I got through the trailer, I realized that this thing is raw as hell. And I like that. And one thing that I like about, another thing that reminded me of Posse, and another thing I liked about this film is the sometimes modern dialogue that they throw into a Western. You normally wouldn't expect it, something from a period piece. And I think they did this in... what was that series? Deadwood. Deadwood was very much like this, like modern dialogue in a story from way in the past, right? It doesn't seem to quite fit, but for some reason it works. Like, it makes it that much more entertaining. I don't know. It rubs some people the wrong way, but I really enjoy it. A little bit of modern dialogue in a, old time story. Anyway. This one didn't do that as much as I think Posse did. And I'll stop now comparing it to Posse, because The Harder They Fall is a much, much better film than Mario Van Peebles' Posse. And now this is not to say that The Harder They Fall is like an award-worthy film, okay? It's not like the end-all be-all of Westerns. But it is a damn good time and a damn good movie. And while it might not be an award-worthy film per se, some of it might be. But overall, I wouldn't think of it as an award-winning film. However, it is full of award-worthy actors. This thing is chock full. This cast is incredible. And again, with the trailer, right away, I'm like, I'm watching this at the first opportunity. And I did, and it was fantastic. I love the story that they gave us. I love that it's a good old-fashioned classic revenge story, and it's brutal as hell. This had very Tarantino-esque vibes, is what I would say. That's just, a filmmaker that I really enjoy watching. And if I get vibes that are Tarantino-esque, it's speaking highly of it, okay? The violence in this thing, while not quite Tarantino over the top, was really great. And someone who is averse to violence, that you don't like a lot of, brutality, this probably isn't the film for you. But I really enjoyed the kind of raw brutality that this film had in it. And very much enjoyed the characters in this thing and the cast who played them. So let me just run down the cast of this thing. Idris Elba is in this thing. Zazie Beetz is in this thing. Regina King. Tell me, here's a challenge for you. Give me a film that Regina King was in that was garbage. I'll wait. No, I won't wait because the rest of this thing would be silent. Regina King dazzles me in everything she's in. I love everything she's in. And probably the thing I love most that she's in is something she's done most recently. Watchmen on HBO. Oh my God, if you haven't seen Watchmen, I don't even feel like you have to have known the Watchmen story to enjoy the Watchmen HBO series. Such a good standalone one-season series. I don't know if they'll ever do anything else with it, but my God, is that a masterpiece. And Regina King kills it in that role. And then the main star, the man on the quest for revenge in this film, is Jonathan Majors. Jonathan Majors from... Oh man, I'm blanking on it now. It's another HBO series. Lovecraft Country. Yes, Jonathan Majors from Lovecraft Country, and also the new Kang the Conqueror in the MCU. So one more reason I was intrigued to watch this thing is just to see, like, I want to watch more stuff with this guy in it because he is about to be Kang, a major villain in the MCU. You guys know how much I love the MCU. So I want to watch more stuff with him in it, and this did not disappoint. And another standout in this one, especially in this, another standout character and actor in this was Keith Stanfield. And the first thing I saw him in, I think, was Sorry to Bother You. I went to see that in theaters a few years ago. I thought it was really intriguing. It looked wild. And then when I went and saw the film, it was even more wild than I thought it was from the trailer. Love that film. Love Sorry to Bother You. Really entertaining film. Go check that out. But Keith Stanfield, dude is awesome. I love him. I love him. Every time I see him on screen, he's fantastic. And especially in this film, I really enjoyed him. He's like this quick draw character, Cherokee Bill. And damn, he is fantastic in this thing. I love him. I love everyone in this. And, you know, Idris Elba as a villain, you can't beat it, dude. Like, he plays it so well. Like, he's foreboding. He can play anything. He can play like a heartwarming gentleman. He can play, the guardian of the Rainbow Bridge in Thor, or he can play a villain. And he does it so damn well. I love that dude. Also in this was Damon Wayans Jr., it's such a stacked cast. Oh my God. Please, if you haven't watched this, go watch it. If you have watched it, you know what I'm talking about. And I would love to hear what you guys thought of this kind of unexpected film that dropped on Netflix a couple weeks ago. I absolutely loved it. And like I said, I want to hear what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below. Or if you're listening to this in podcast form, hit me up on Twitter at RealBrettScott. And let me know what you thought of it. I love to talk about it. You guys know me. I always, respond to comments. I love to have conversations in the comments section about the video, about my take, about your take, about the film itself or whatever it is I'm talking about. So please leave a comment below. Like the video if you enjoyed it. And, if you like stuff like this, here's what I do on this channel. I do movie reviews, but that's not all I do. I also do book reviews. I talk about entertainment and pop culture. I tell stories from my questionable youth from time to time. So if you're interested in that and getting something new and interesting in your feed just about every day of the week, then please subscribe for more. Either subscribe on YouTube or favorite or follow or subscribe to the Daily BS podcast. And if you do decide to stick around, if you decide to follow, then I will talk to you again tomorrow. Thanks.